I don't think people understand how valuable they can be if they use their time correctly.
There's that quote about the ironic tragedy is that life has to be lived forward but only makes sense in reverse.
Right. Yeah.
So a lot of us are especially me earlier on, like I would complain, I'd be like, that's not fair, this is fair, it shouldn't be this way, blah, 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 blah. And the thing is that all that complaining that I did nothing at all, whatsoever, did nothing. And so the thing is there's no activity that comes from blaming your circumstances.
I'm fine with it all. I don't hide from it. I don't run from it. I don't avoid any of it. I'm fine. It's all right. It's a bed that I made for myself. I happily lay in it. And I'll be fine figuring it out, moving forward.
Post about your goals, post about your affirmations, spend all day doing routines and stuff of getting prepared to work and actually do very little. All right, it's a great way. This is one of the favorite ones, especially in the internet community. People love talking about how much they're working rather than actually getting shit done. So I would advise you to, rather than spend all this time preparing to work and creating superstitions and routines around the things that you think you should do in order to maybe potentially get something done, start with the doing. Because sometimes the doing just needs done.
I discovered the whole non-stop, continuously grinding, and the more work you put in, the more you get out. And I feel like that sort of defined who I am. And I feel that that's something that I've always aspired to be, is to be the hardest worker in the room. And to do that, you need to be relentless. I mean, you look at the dictionary definition, I'm sort of explaining it, and it really stuck with me. And I was like, I feel like this is something that I embody and also can sort of motivate others to become, hopefully.
And people always say, I can't believe you thought that, and I can't believe how twisted you are, and I can't believe what a sick individual you are, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But yes, I was extremely happy and motivated that we were going to Ramadi because it was the worst place in Iraq, and that is exactly where I wanted to be my whole life. So yes, I was fired up to go there.
It's just so crazy that, it's so counterintuitive to the way most people think.
I guess so. And I hung around with a bunch of guys that thought the same damn thing as me. Let's go get these guys. Let's get after it.
There's 10,000 times more going on inside the head of a man than you have any idea. He's carrying burdens that you don't have a clue about, and he don't know how to express them, and he don't know what to do about it, and he figures if he puts it out there and communicates it, he's just going to be shot down, called a fool, called weak, so he carries it inside, and you have no clue the burdens and the hell that most men are carrying inside and not even showing you.
What's up, guys? James Lafferty here from One Tree Hill, and I have something festive to share with you.
I wish more women understood that.
And I think it's really important to do things daily, have daily habits of getting in the gym, doing things that are very difficult. Maybe you join a run club, like we talked in our panel. Join a new run club, start CrossFit, or sign up for a marathon, or like I said, getting in an ice bath is a great example. It's literally one of the reasons I do it, because every day you look at that thing and you're like, I hate you, this is gonna hurt, I'm kind of afraid to get in right now. But doing those little things that you can accomplish and get over fear for add up, and then it's like building habit and building blocks. So that way when you have these really hard things of hey, that relationship's not working, this job isn't working, you at least know the habitual side of it.
You don't need a weekend. The concept is barely 100 years old. It's a modern invention. Right? What you really need is work that you don't need a weekend from. And instead of thinking about work-life balance as a 7-day work week, think about work-life balance as on a 7-year time horizon. And so there are seasons of work and there are seasons of less work. My goal would always be that I just never have something I want to retire from. In some ways you could say I retired from owning gyms for a while, but I haven't retired from work. I don't think anyone who wants to live a long life should retire from work. All the people that I know who are really old, they pretty much die when they stop working. I've seen the people who stay alive the longest have reasons to stay alive, and work is a good one. The problem is that everyone's idea, the masses who are listening to this, their idea of what work is not what I'm talking about. Theirs is the soul-sucking work at a job you hate, for a boss that doesn't appreciate you, for a company that doesn't do good in the world. I completely understand why you would not be motivated to do that, and you would want to get away from that as soon as possible.
Look at your circle, right? And in your circle, if the conversation is all about what we hate, I can't stand that song. Yo, you see that new fucking car came out? That shit is ass. I can't stand that fucking car. Yo, man, I can't stand this city. Why the fuck we even in this city? What we eating? I hate that place. It's so easy. People don't even listen to it. It's so easy. It can be the smallest shit in the world. The smallest shit, but if it's always hate. Can't stand these fucking headphones. Why we got these headphones? I hate these. Fucking hardwood tape. Why is it? Fuck, can't stand this hardwood tape. I hate hardwood. Why couldn't you get a regular tape? I fucking hate this shit. Fucking chairs. You ain't got better chairs? I hate these chairs. This is so easy.
Right, so easy.
It's so easy to talk about hate.
Yeah.
And so many people don't realize that in a group, you do it. You ping pong hate off of one another.
Yeah.
It took me years of a lot of grief and pain and work to get to be who I am today in spite of who I was. And I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose myself in business. I don't want to lose myself in trying to earn a better living, in trying to get a name, in trying to do this. It's like I have turned down so much because I've looked at it and I've asked myself, who's this going to make me be? Who's this going to turn me into? Even a little bit. And it's like, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And so I'm right now trying to find the balance in undertaking something that's not going to alter me, that I'm not going to lose myself, and then not succeeding at something because I was too afraid to try it, which has never been an issue with me before. I've never been afraid of failure before. But now I've got something I don't want to lose, and that's myself that I actually like, a me that I actually like.
Do you know the idea of the Michelangelo effect? Have you heard of this? Awesome. So the Michelangelo effect describes a situation in a relationship, friendship or intimate partnership, where each partner sees the best in the other and tries to help bring that out. So the sum of the parts is greater than it is individually. And the reason I love it is why it's called the Michelangelo effect. So the block of marble that David was carved from had been attempted by a number of other sculptors previously. Huge, monstrous thing. If you've ever seen David in person, it's ginormous. People can't, and when you're looking up as well with that angle on the plinth, it's even bigger. Previous sculptures had attempted and failed, but Michelangelo saw inside of the marble what was David. And he just needed to get away all of the things that weren't. And I love that idea. Yeah. I think in life you want to be finding people that believe in you more than you believe in you, that hold you to higher standards.
I think that's the definition of a good friend. I think that's the definition of a good partner.